about this, since when we exit backing up this way, it's almost always to go in the opposite direction afterwards. Like here we exit to the right so that we can go left after. But going left is the second step. We exit as much as possible with the wheel straight, then when we're almost completely out of the spot, we turn the steering wheel completely to the side where we want to go, in this case, the right. When exiting towards the front, we should keep the wheel straight until we're at least halfway out, meaning the center of our car is aligned with the front or rear, depending on how it's parked, of the car that's parked on the side where we want to go. Now here's a mistake about 99% of students make, either when exiting a parallel or a 90-degree parking. They have to back up a bit before going, so they put in reverse and back up. Then they put the flasher, turn the wheel, and wait for the cars to pass, if there are any, before exiting with the stick still in reverse. You guess what will happen next, right? After the car passes, they step on the gas and almost hit the car behind. In everyday life, that could cost you a couple of bumpers, and at the exam, you fail automatically. So make sure that after backing up, the very first thing you should do, before you put the flasher, turn the wheel or anything else, is to put the stick in forward. For some reason that I haven't quite understood yet, if they don't put the stick in forward as the first step, this always happens. Another mistake they do all the time is, after getting in the car and starting the engine, they always put the stick on forward right away, no matter if there's not enough room in front to exit. This is actually something you should check before even getting in the car. In this case, we have a lot more room behind than in front, so I already know before getting in the car that my best option will be to back up. Of course, you'll still check just before backing up, because someone could have just parked behind you in the time it took for you to get in the car. Now, another mistake students do related to the previous one, they back up while looking in front to know when they have enough room to exit. Again, at the exam, automatic failure. You can't go towards one direction while looking in the other, it just doesn't make sense. Or they alternate between looking in front and looking back. In a situation like this, you never have to look in front to know if you have enough room. Look back here. You see all the room you have? You know that if you back up all this distance, you'll automatically have enough room in front. So that's what you should do while looking back. And don't be shy to take all that room. The more room you have in front, the less you'll have to turn the steering wheel and the easier it'll be to exit. Less room, you'll have to turn the steering wheel a lot and exit slowly and hesitantly. If you're exiting a tight spot, the procedure is always put in reverse, steering wheel all the way to the right, back up as much as you can without getting too close to the other car, put in forward, steering wheel all the way to the left, move forward as much as you can, and keep repeating these steps until you have enough room to exit. The tighter the spot where you're parked, the more you'll have to repeat them. Note that in this case, I was parked on the right. If you're exiting a parking spot on the